conventions that are going to develop around these technologies. At the moment, if you kind of run up to someone and shove a camera in their face, it's generally considered a little bit rude, unless you're a celebrity, in which case it's kind of fair game. But what happens if you're filming them on Google Glass or on a tiny little badge? Some people might not even notice. Should you have to declare it? And if they do notice it, they might behave differently. And there are actually lots of companies that are already trying to ban these devices, and they haven't even launched properly. And a complicating issue to this is facial recognition technology. Whenever I'm cycling around London, I quite often get caught in the background of photos, of tourist photos. They're not intentionally trying to take photos of me, they're taking pictures of the Houses of Parliament or something like that, and I get caught in the background. And I've often wondered how cool it would be to be able to trawl the internet and find all those pictures and just see how ridiculous I look in all of them. And in many ways, we already have that technology. And so you can easily imagine a time when you might be able to do a sort of you might be able to do a search of YouTube for all those videos where you might have been caught in the background of someone's shot at a concert, for example. And if you could do that, you could imagine setting up a Google alert for your face so that every time a new piece of content was uploaded to the internet, you'd get a little alert saying, there's a video of you somewhere. And I think that all sounds quite fun until you think about the repercussions for people like protected witnesses and victims of domestic abuse and refugees even, or anyone who wants to remain anonymous in public at all. And so suddenly I don't care so much about those pictures of me cycling around London. But something's actually even more creepy, and it's looming on the horizon, technology companies' attempts to bring surveillance into the living room under the guise of helping to deliver better content services. So Xbox, for example, has filed a patent application for a system that uses the Kinect sensor to count the number of people in your living room. And they want to use that so they can charge on a pay-per-user view basis. So it's not enough just renting the movie, you actually have to pay more if you have a bigger family than if you have a smaller family. Sony has filed another creepy patent application for a method of ad delivery that would turn TV into interactive networked video games. Sounds quite fun. Let me just run you through the diagram of the patent application. So in the top left, you have someone happily watching an action movie, and then the ad break comes on, and it speaks out to the viewer. You can't really read it there. Stand up and say McDonald's to end the commercial. So the man gets out of his seat, puts his hand up, says McDonald's, and only then can he resume the program again. And I think this might be the most dystopian media situation I've ever seen. And I'd just like to imagine if you don't stand up and say McDonald's, you'll be condemned to watch a generative Mackie D's ad for the rest of eternity. I now want to talk about just a single incident that happened earlier this year. Quite a worrying thing happened. Associated Press tweeted this tweet. It says, 2 explosions in the White House, Barack Obama has been injured. And their account had been hacked. Obviously, this event didn't happen. And any credible media outlet would have looked at that, would verify it before using that information. But algorithmic trading programs trawl the internet for information about companies that they're going to invest in, and then use that to inform the trades that they make. And so they took it at face value. And this is what happened to Dow Jones. With a single tweet, billions were wiped off the value within seconds. And although the tweet itself wasn't produced by a machine, it was hacked, the machines read that tweet and then used that to affect their behavior. And so I guess my point is that automated tools can be used to manipulate brand reputation and even financial markets for better or worse. I wanted to sum up and say the key points were find innovative ways to personalize. It doesn't always have to be digital. And yes, it doesn't have to be digital. Become more transparent and make sure that people like what they see when you do become more transparent. New technology brings about new privacy concerns. Keep that in mind when experimenting with new communications channels. Think about how automation can help you do your job better. If it turns out a robot can do your job more cheaply, thinking about what you can do to add value and to bring value to the table. And finally, don't be creepy.